Welcome back to the Jonsel journey. I'm Jonsel! Jonsel Gurkan can. Jonsel Gurkan. Jonsel's Gherkins. Jonsel's pickle gherkins. Let's just say it how it is. Jonsel Gurkan. I've been a pop star. I've been a pro footballer. I've been an actor. And now I'm building my own business, building my own brand. And I'm classing myself as an entrepreneur. Smelling fresh. I'm actually having a hypo at the moment, but we'll deal with that in a minute. You should deal with it now, but I'm dealing with it in a minute. And these are the stories, the madness that one goes through when living with the shyster that I've lived with for a very, very, very long time. 50 shades of absolute horrendousness. That is type 1 diabetes. Let's get into this week's story. The day after my mum died, I almost didn't make it. I've had many situations where it's been nearly the end, and luckily I've had correct people surrounding me, the right person walk past me, but this has to be fizzy. I'm dealing with a hypo now, like I've just said. We like to repeat ourselves when having hypos. It does people's heads in, but tough shit, because hypos are a way of a type 1 diabetic's life. Well, my blood sugar was 0.4. Knock, Grim Reaper nearly knocking at one's door. God, that came out very poetic. But no, I don't mean to be poetic, because 0.4, I'm very lucky I didn't go into a diabetic coma. And all I can remember was waking up in the back of an ambulance and just not with it. I was, as always, away with the little fairies, and it was still to this day. I look back at it and I think, what on earth happened? What was going on? But burpy poos. But when this happens, hypos prove to be a very, very, very dangerous thing. So I was in my shop, Entourage. I was severely, I think I was hungover as well. And this is the thing, when you go out boozing, the next day, you feel horrendous, even if you haven't got diabetes. But booze is the absolute enemy. It's an absolute enemy, and it wreaks absolute havoc on your body. Your blood sugars aren't feeling good. But I always say this, when you are having hypos, you can feel okay. But deep down, if you don't deal with them straight away, it causes absolute havoc. It causes nightmares. It causes horrendous things such as, well, I'm going to explain this to you. When you feel like you can deal with it and you're not, you keep thinking, I'm all right, I'm all right, I'm all right. And suddenly, you're not with it. You're away with it. Now the thing is, my mum had just passed away. I was in total shock. I couldn't grasp what was going on. I knew my mum was, bless her, coming to the end. But when it happened, it was like a big shock to the system. And I'd gone out, just got on it. Got on the absolute boozy alcoholic trip. And the next day, I went into work. I should have had a day off. I was running the business. I put on a brave face. We all do. The armour's on. I can't be beaten. I'm all right. I hadn't really eaten. My classic mistake. I'm on a pump. I'm on an insulin pump. So the hour. Sorry, hypo talk as well. Throughout the hours, you're getting your regular insulin dosage, and I was just away with it. I wasn't really focused. The morning was going well, and I was just in a state of shock. I'm there, working away, and customers are coming in, and people are saying, I'm really sorry to hear about your mum. I'm taken back by it. The worst thing that happened was, I knew something wasn't right. I knew something wasn't right. I didn't really address it in time. I started to talk in a very slow manner. Not talking correctly, I'll repeat myself. You do this, you repeat yourself Yeah, no, nice, thank you. Yeah, thank you, I'll see you soon, thank you. Customers were coming in. But then got to the point where sweat was absolutely dripping down my forehead. I couldn't engage. I couldn't focus. Is my mum really dead? Is this really happening? And then the classic, I couldn't really format things. The till, I was at the till. I was the till typewriter. I was at the till putting things through, and it's like a 2-second delay. That 2-second delay then became a 3-second delay. I then start apologising to people. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. When you have hypos, you're not with it. You feel like you're in a dreamlike situation. You can't grasp what's going on. And you're slowly thinking, is this real? Is this happening? I'm not sure what to think, what to say. I remember this now. I can remember as I go back to it. People are asking me, are you okay? And I'm apologizing. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being diabetic. I'm sorry. I'm not with it. Anyone that can witness this happening, they can tell something's not right. I sort of tell people I'm diabetic. People know. The worst thing happens, my head, I knock my desk, boom. I then go back. And I sort of remember giving up with the world, giving up with everything that was going on. I was depressed as well. My body was in shock. But my head was just, I wasn't with it. And I think anybody that, the little vibration of, thank you, we know we're having a hypo, thank you. I'm having Lucozade, you can now shut up, shut your candy ass, thank you. My head knocked itself, I slid down the wall, but it was a heavy knock. And I can remember a lovely customer of mine coming up saying, it's all right, everything's going to be okay. So I stroked my Mrs. Miyagi. Hello, you can't see it. I'm not stroking an imaginary pet. And then as my head knocks it, ladies calls 999. It's a worrying, stressful time. I'm in a state of shock, but I'm like, and the worst thing that happens is some customers were still shopping. Obviously, I'm not in a fit state to serve you. People are staring. Now I know, listen, if you ever see someone in a bad way, you should call an ambulance. Don't stare and watch. We live in a time now where seizures and manic fits, some people can find them amusing. I personally didn't find it amusing because I was in a bad way. This lovely customer and her son were worried for me. They'd been into my shop before. They knew something wasn't right. They knew I wasn't right. Anyone that could see I'm not right, I'm like that on the floor. My head had been knocked. I'm like that. And the next part, which is very, very bad, it never really happens to me, is I start to have an incredible, Mrs. Miyagi, why are you going for a poo when I'm getting to the gist of the story? Always the way. Bless cat's my life. So what's happening is I'm in this state. I'm having a seizure. My head is doing that. And when your blood sugar goes very low, you can have a really bad seizure, but your head, you convulse. I was convulsing. My head was knocking the wall. The lady who was looking after me put me on my side. She was looking after me. Was I going to make it? Was this the end of my life? I remember coming back round, back of an ambulance, there. Someone had let my dad know. My dad was in the back of the ambulance with me. My dad had actually seen me also having this seizure. He was, I don't remember anything. It was like a haze. You remember nothing. dad was worried that was it. Was I going to come back round? I was on the floor, paramedics trying to find the right vein to give me my glucose to bring me back to life. My blood sugar was 0.4. That was me very nearly going into a diabetic coma. When you go into a coma, it can cause brain damage. You can go brain dead. I never thought I'd be in a situation as bad as this ever in my life, but it happens. You think you're invincible, you think you're mighty, you think you're gonna live forever. It's an absolute lie. Stress can make life much harder when you have hypos. Yeah, all right. When you have hypos, you should deal with them straight away. I hadn't dealt with mine. Woke up in the back of the ambulance. My pump had been ripped out because obviously, for some reason, the pump that I was using at the time, the T-Slim, it wasn't cutting off my insulin supply. That had been taken out. And I sat there, I was there in the back of the ambulance, not with it. And I remember saying to my dad, did my mum die? Did my mum die? Stress had just grasped me hold. It grasped hold of me. And you see, when you have hypos, it takes time. There's like a little delay, as you can see here. But I'm being real and honest with you, because when you have hypos, this happens. You can talk in a weird way, a strange way. And this channel's about being real and about being authentic. So I ended up going to the hospital. My dad, bless him, stressed, worried. I was all right. I come back round. It was, but I sat there going, not again, not another bad thing. I look at it now and I think how lucky I am to still be here, because not everyone has that luck. I had an MRI scan because obviously my head had been knocking. I've been having convulsions, having fits, and it's awful. It still stings me to this day now, looking back at it, seeing my dad's poor face, thinking, God, am I going to lose my son? Stress is a killer. Hypos can be a killer. And I'm so grateful that I'm still here, still lively, still sharing my story, still trying to tell people that this can happen. It will happen. It will happen. Hypos will happen. It happens to me every day. Sometimes very, very bad ones. But luckily for CGMs, if it wasn't for CGMs, I'd be in deep didgery poo-poo doo-doo, because I wouldn't be here now. I would get no warnings. I have hypo unawareness. This is for another episode. But the nurse that day, my main doctor, everything came back clear. It was all right. It was a long, stressful day. And my main doctor said to me, when you have hypos, you hear an alarm, deal with it straight away. Sometimes when you are too low, the alarm can go off. Goes over your head. Everything, you can't focus correctly, you don't listen correctly, it just goes over your head. It's like you're in a dream state. You're not with it, you're away. But what she said to me, my doctor, really sort of hit home. You might not be lucky enough the next time. Don't ever leave it to be a next time. Hypoglycemia isn't just have some sugar and you'll be okay. It can be to the point of the sweats, they build. If you're on your own, like I am, what are you going to do? You're not going to be lucky enough. I mean, I've got many stories to tell about this, but 0.4, I'm incredibly lucky. A person without diabetes, their blood sugar can range between 6 and 8. They can have hypos Not as bad as the hypos that we have to have. Well, that we have. 0.4. It's dangerous. How I'm still here, I don't know. I don't. Obviously, someone's looking out for me from up above. My mum was obviously looking over me that day going, Jesus, I've just passed away. I can't have you joining me up here doing a merry little song and dance. Taking all away my limelight, dear, you know. But yeah, 0.4 convulsions. And lucky for me that a customer had noticed something wasn't right. And I was like whispering diabetes, diabetic. I had my medical ID band on. I got my tattoo saying type 1 diabetes on it. But people also, because they were shocked by it, they didn't know how to deal with it. Yeah, I'm dealing with it. Diabetes doesn't wait for the right time. And that day proved it. I was lucky, but luck will not always be on your side. You have to be careful. You have to, yeah, I know, baby. Listen, me arguing, piping up as always. You have to be careful. You have to prepare. I've done many stupid things. I'm a human being. Human beings do stupid things. That's real life. Don't beat yourself up over it. No point. What's done is done. What's done cannot be undone. Learn from your mistakes. Jesus, it's taken me many, many, many years to learn from my mistakes, and I'm still learning. I'll learn till the day I die. Every day is a education, a life lesson. Have sugar on you all the time. Don't leave it too late. And know that you're not invincible. You're not invincible. You never will be invincible. You're a human being. We're all the same. One life, one chance, one shot. Don't take advantage of it. Don't take the piss out of it. Take advantage of the life that you have. Live it. But do not take the piss. I've taken the piss many times. And as a person that's lived with diabetes for nearly 38 years, I am lucky to be here. I'm telling you now, I'm lucky to be here. I've had so many fuck-ups, so many bad things that have happened to me with my diabetes, with hypos. But do not leave it too little too late, because you've got life ahead of you. You could be 50, 60, you've still got life ahead of you. Still got life ahead of you. Never give up. Never stop believing. And just look after yourself. Wake up in the morning, sniff your armpits and go, oh, that's quite nice. I doubt you will, but do that and just appreciate every single moment that you have on this life. See, this is a hypo talk. You have on this planet. Life is so important, and it's a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous thing. And the right people will support you. They'll always support you. The right people will always be there for you. You've got to know that. Next week, I shall be doing a much nicer, funnier, theatrical episode. Lighten the mood, but also see, hypo talk. Hopefully I won't be having a hypo next week when I'm talking to you. But this is real. And I don't want to do things where there's always perfection and, oh God, Jesus, I have diabetes, I'm having a hypo. Deal with it. You don't like it? Don't tune in. You don't like it? Don't witness it. But this is real. Real. Type 1 diabetics. Legends. You all are. Tune in next week and I'll do a nice little intro where Jonsel Jonsel. Much love. Head up high. Always. Woo! Ooh.